Well, hey, bitch. It's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel, honey, and welcome back to yet another review on College Hill, girl. Let's go ahead and talk about the show. So, Ray J, y'all know he did not go to class because his aunt passed away, so he wasn't really in the mood to do all of that. On top of that, he and Prinky are talking about getting a divorce for the 90th time. Child, I'm not necessarily believing it. Sounds like Prinky wants him to fight for the marriage. He sound like he want her to fight for the marriage, girl. I don't know. It's just giving, let's stretch this storyline out as long as we can, okay? Now, again, Ray J did not show up for the presentation, so that left Miss India having to carry out the presentation. So whatever anxiety she was dealing with or anything like that, she got to put that to the side and she got to do this presentation, period, because it's happening on today. Slim Thug then got his ass up there, girl, and just read exactly from the PowerPoint. And I was like, oh, baby, no. Oh, baby, no. You can definitely tell that he was really relying on Ray J to get up there. All of them were, right? But you don't read the PowerPoint. But I'd rather him had got up there and did something, child. Hey, sometimes you just got to read the PowerPoint when you're not 100% ready, girl. I know about that life, okay? So I definitely understand that. Now, Dr. Cooley be doing too much for me, okay? First of all, she said something about Frida boots because, of course, Nene group went up. They did a good job. She said something about Frida's boots. And it's, shut up, Dr. Cooley. And I said, y'all put Dr. Cooley up here because you know a lot of students probably complain about Dr. Cooley. Dr. Cooley probably make her classes hard for no damn reason. You know what I'm saying? That's what Dr. Cooley gives me. I'm going to make it a problem for you as you're in this class. But when it's all over with and you do a great job, it's going to really seem like you really learned something here. And guess what? All the shit that they about got from Dr. Cooley, they probably not even going to use this shit once they get out here in the real world. Okay, girl. But anyway, Dr. Cooley, honey, she gonna tell India and them that they shouldn't be having on no open toe shoes. I'm like, girl, what year are you in? Because things have advanced, okay? Things have changed, all right? Okay, you can walk into boardrooms and meetings and stuff and have open toe. First of all, why you focused on my toes? You should be focused on what's coming out my mouth. Why you worried about what the is on my feet? See, that's the problem right there. See, if you coming into the business meeting with that type of mindset, then you probably don't need to be here. Okay, maybe I don't need to do business with you if you're focused on wrong parts of my body. Hello? That's not why you came here. So I didn't like that she said that, but girl, whatever. I was like, what the fuck is up with Dr. Cooley, girl? Getting on my everlasting nerves, okay? Now, she did ask Nene and them, did they get help on their presentation? And Nene was like, well, I think Frida spoke up. Frida spoke up and said that they got maybe a little help, but Nene made sure to let them know that Ray J paid somebody for help, and Dream Doll had the audacity to go back and forth with Nene as though they didn't get no help at all. And it's like, girl, y'all did. Y'all did, though. Y'all just trying to hide behind the fact that y'all did a terrible fucking job. And when the grades came out, this shit really pissed me off. But let's keep going. I ain't gonna say really pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? It really pissed me off like that. But it was just like, that don't make no sense. I was on the Ray J tip. I was having Ray J energy when I was looking at the grades. But let's keep going, okay? Now, Nene, Slim, and Lamar, of course, they're talking about Stacy once they get back to the house. And they're trying to figure out, like, what's going on with Stacy. Like, did Miss Girl have an anxiety attack? Like, what's going on? Hopefully, she'll come back. Like, we still don't know what's happening with Stacy. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm sure she had an anxiety attack because she had all these black folks coming at her, and you already know how Stacey feel about that. I'm sure that was one of her fears, honey. Okay. Anyway, she don't like y'all like that no way. So, anxiety attack it was. Anyway, Ray J. Ray J around here want to mope around all day because he just sad. He feel like he should be a better guy. He should be at home with his family and all this other stuff. And it's like, Ray J, but when you get with your family, you be ready to hell to go. But then when you get away from your family, you want to cry and whine like you really need to be there with them. Like, what do you want? Okay, what do you want? You're really confusing. Of course, we know your aunt passed away, but he just moping around. So, of course, Dream Doll has to snatch his ass up, okay? Get him up. So they link up with their advisors, right? And the advisors ended up making an announcement on Stacy, giving them an update, letting them know that she will not be attending anymore. She has decided to drop out. And I'm like, dang, I thought Stacy dropped out midway through the season, but she dropped out the first week. Like, she dropped out as soon as she could. Like, she probably wasn't even there for 2 full days before she got the hell on. All right. Now, Slim Thug said some stuff. He said something like she was always his crush or something like that. Like Stacey was always my crush all the way back from, Clueless or whatever. And I was enjoying her. And I'm over here laughing to myself like, you over there enjoying her, but she ain't enjoying you at all. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Stacey wasn't even in the house long enough for you to really enjoy her or interact with her. And Stacey was always in that room. What are you talking about? I can't. Anyway, everybody gets over to clinical anatomy where they're going to be doing a lot of dissecting. I remember my biology class in college. I do believe I got an A because I really enjoyed it. Like you had to learn the different parts of the frog. That's the one that I remember the most. I feel like we did dissect a pig, but I was all up in that frog. Like I used to stay behind and like teach, like tutor people, you know what I'm saying, in biology. So I used to really love biology all the way back to high school with Miss Sullivan, girl. With Miss Sullivan, honey, I used to enjoy dissecting and getting in and seeing what's what and what's really going on up in them streets. And I had wanted to major in forensic science. Okay. But then, girl, I started thinking about them dead bodies. I said, girl, that's one thing I can't dissect. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I cannot dissect that, ma'am. Ma'am, I can't do that. No, ma'am. I can't do that. And so I did not major in that. Okay. Of course, I majored in communications, radio, television. However, my thing is, I enjoyed biology. I hate that I didn't think about the other parts of forensic science. It ain't like you always got to, dissect a body or look at a body. I feel like that came with the program at some point. I feel like you had to take a class on that or something at one point, girl, because I had thought about like probably like minoring in like forensics or whatever like that when I was sold on majoring, in communications. Actually, I wanted to major in theater, but somebody had kind of discouraged me at a very young age. This lady, girl, I'll never forget, this lady had told me she was braiding my hair, and I told her what I wanted to major in. I probably was like a junior, sophomore, whatever in high school. She said, oh, you want to major in something that you can get a degree in, all this other bullshit that she was over there talking about, like being a teacher. Girl, fuck you and them students. I'm not trying to be no teacher hoe. Now, that's what I did know. But then I started thinking like, okay, maybe theater isn't the right thing for me. Like, girl, let me just go over here and scoot over here and do communications, radio, television. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, maybe I could do something like Oprah, girl. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could just be a little anchor lady, and then I could scoot on over here and slide over there into, on the production set and do a little filming, girl. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, that bitch discouraged me. I'll never forget her, know her name, ho. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, just because you ain't follow your dream, bitch, don't be trying to discourage me. You know, it's like, girl, that stayed with me for many years of my life. But, girl, I'm going to let it go at some point. Okay? But anyway, girl, just understand, I had to go on a little rant about college life just a little bit, and, trying to figure out my major and stuff like that, but then once I sold on my major or what I wanted to do, I was thinking about minoring, you know what I'm saying? Because at one point, like I said, I used to watch the forensic TV shows and stuff with my mama and everything. I'm like, oh, this looks so cool. This looks so fun. I love criminal things like this. Oh, yes, girl, that's me all day. And then I had to realize that was not me all day. It wasn't. I would have liked to have minored, but then I thought about the cadavers or whatever you call them, dead bodies. Girl, I said negative, X me out, can't do it, abort mission. I would have loved to have been a detective. I had talked to a police officer or whatever about being a detective. He said, oh, you got to be on the police force. I said, oh, well, baby, that's dead. So you got to serve as a police officer for 2 years. I said, baby, that's a DEA and a whole D for me. A police officer wearing who? And I'm so glad I ain't do no shit like that, girl. I can imagine all the police officers that got started thinking they finna elevate to be a detective, girl, and they still sitting up here 5 years later. Girl, yeah, no ma'am, won't be me. But anyway, girl, let's get back to the show. My bad, I had to go on a local. Y'all know how I get. You know how I get, girl. So let's go back. So they in clinical anatomy, right? And India, first of all, she goes and does a confessional, and she just pretty much talked about how she wasn't paying attention in school and she used to cheat on everybody's tests. And I said, girl, you just let everybody know that you was an airhead from the beginning. Noted, got it. Even though I felt a little sorry for India towards the end of the episode, I'm just giving y'all my immediate thoughts when I saw this. Now, of course, they have to dissect a pig, which is something that they are going to do. Ray J. Rounder playing around with the little instruments and stuff like that. Frida is fascinated by the pig, whereas Nene is a bit freaked out and scared. And then it also seems like Dream Doll really loves stuff like this. Now, when it comes down to people joining different groups, because of course, they have to join an organization. So Frida has joined the choir, which makes so much sense to me. Slim Thug decided to do SGA, and I was like, so why you didn't want to go over there and do anything on the basketball or football team? You ain't want to go be no water boy or nothing like that? Go to the band? Like, oh, okay then. SGA, I was shocked by that. Dream Doll decided to go do cheerleading. Of course, I figured it was gonna be cheerleading or it was gonna be dance. So it definitely makes sense. Ray J and Nene decided to join the debate team. Makes so much sense for Ray J, and I guess for Nene, because Nene, you know what I'm saying, she like to go back and forth with people. But clearly Ray J likes to prove people wrong all the time and feel like his way is the only way, and it's the only way that makes sense for him. So okay then, Ray J. So that definitely made sense. When it came to India, India did not necessarily choose a group that she wanted to be a part of, but she chose a counselor that she wanted to be mentored and, coached with. Okay. So she ended up choosing this woman, and she exposed some things that we did not know about Miss India, where she talked about childhood trauma and at a very young age being silenced. So as she's grown into an adult, it's kind of hard for her to find her voice. And even when she feels like she's found her voice, it's hard for her to really say what it is that, she struggles with speaking up. So it's hard for her, right, to express herself in so many words because she was shushed and hushed so much as a child. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, what else? She also let us know when it came to that childhood trauma, it really came from the violation to her at a young age from a family member that was, putting a touching on touching on the baby, okay? And the family, she said she felt like it was swept under the rug. And I think a lot of families do that, especially back in those days. Now I think things are much different if that were to happen. But I think back in the day, it was like, don't let nobody know what's going on in this house, and because nobody wanted to be the person that was talked about on the block or whatever the case may be. So that's what she was having to deal with, being hushed. And it's crazy because if a child is telling you that's what's happening to them, and you're telling them to be quiet, why would you want to continue to have this person around your child? That's what it's making me think. If you're hushing her, telling her not to talk about it, act like nothing ever happened, then that means that you're willingly continuing to bring this person around her. Yeah, I hate that she had to experience that, but I'm glad that she's at a place in her life where she's willing and ready to openly talk about it, discuss it, and move, forward in her life and to find her voice so that she doesn't have to struggle speaking up for herself anymore. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Now, the grades then got posted, girl. Grades then came through. Grades then got posted. What we learned is that Nene and Frida then got a B minus. I said a B minus. Why? Because they had help on their project. Why? Are you fucking kidding me? Why? Right? But then the other team, okay, I think Lamar Odom ended up getting a C plus. But then the other team, Ray J's team, everybody pretty much got a B. Everybody pretty much got a B. And then I think Ray J was the only one that got a C plus. And Ray J was really upset about that. First of all, Ray J, I don't even know why you're upset about that. It makes me wonder the way they take these grades is so serious. If they're gonna win something, like if they're gonna get an extra $10,000 if they maintain their grades or something, like that's what, because they're taking it so serious. Whereas to me, y'all are already well into your careers. You really don't even need this college course. So what is the point of this? So it's like they must win a prize. They must, like, if everybody gets at least a certain GPA by the end of the episode, they get like an extra 5 racks or extra 10 racks. That's what I'm wondering. What the racks are. What do they win at the end? Because they're taking this very serious. And Ray J took it very hard that he got a damn C plus, girl. A C plus. He was ready to get it incomplete. And I guess he didn't want that because, again, as I'm thinking about it, as they're taking these classes, once all of those grades are in, they all add up, they're going to give you a certain type of GPA. And you're going to have to get a certain type of certificate, right, with that. Or, if it's not going to be a GPA, it's going to at least be a grade. So it's making me think, what y'all finna get in the end? Like, what is the result? Because he would have much rather have had an incomplete. And having it incomplete only makes sense if you go on and you probably get B's for the rest of the course, right? B's for the rest of the time, the rest of the few weeks that you're here, and you got it incomplete, then maybe your grade will equal out to be maybe a B. But if you end up having nothing but B's and maybe that C plus, you could have either a low B or maybe a C. I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking to myself. Like, why is he taking it so hard, girl? Then Frida out there talking to him. She gonna give him a letter from Dr. Cooley. And I'm screaming to myself because Ray J trying to act like he didn't understand nothing of what she was saying in this message. He upset. He walking around in the backyard. He go and sit his ass on the ladder by the pool or on the jumping board or whatever at the pool. And I'm cackling like, Ray J, Why are you taking this so hard into the damn extreme? Like, what is going on with you, boy? Like, it's not that deep. It does not have to be that deep. And then acting like he don't know how to read the damn message that the lady gave him. I said, he is so he is so fucking annoying, y'all. Ray J is so annoying, but he is so funny at the same time. And it's like you can't help but love Ray J. Like he is truly charismatic. Like seriously, he's funny, girl. He has the gift of gab, all of that stuff that a lot of us wish that we had, girl. That's why he be out here making so many deals, because it's like everybody loves Ray J. Like for real, for real. But anyway, I just wanted to come to you guys real quick about College Hill. I was so dead set on not tuning in at all. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it. I don't care what y'all talk about, girl. If all day, I don't really give it out. And then when I started watching, I said, girl, I guess it ain't that bad, girl. I guess it ain't that bad. But I do want to know, how did they go about choosing the people that they chose to be a part of this season? How did y'all go about doing that? And for next season, are y'all going, if y'all do a next season, are y'all going back to TSU? Yeah, no, maybe go to ASU. Okay, I would love to see how they interact being in my hometown and it ain't a whole lot of shit going on. How would y'all operate then, girl? Take them to Alabama State University, girl, and take them over there and let's see what it's really giving. See how y'all really finna do, girl, and it ain't SHI going on in the city for real, for real. But campus life be litty though. Like, listen, campus life be litty. But anyway, girl, that's all that I got. You guys leave your thoughts and comments down below on how you felt about the latest episode of College Hill Celebrity Edition. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.